Dzień dobry, witam bardzo, ale to bardzo serdecznie w kolejnym epizodzie Zagrajmy w Disco Elysium. Witam. Dobrze, co my tu mamy?
A host of men, they stand, facing ordinary people, comrades. 7 men in combat uniforms, and the commandant, the one who gives the order.
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the civil war. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last...
Remember what 𝗀𝗵𝗶𝗹𝗵 said about 𝗀𝗶𝗶𝗹𝗵?
Another likely scenario.
Or maybe...
Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
A cold sea wind blow.
Wow. Jakieś pieniądze. Trunek. O, czyżby to był ten nasz ziomek do pogadania?
As you approach, the man turns and greets you.
Haha.
He appears completely at ease, like a common holiday maker.
Ah, super. It's the officer. I was not expecting to run into you again, but things have a funny way of turning out, no? What brings you down to the scenic Martinez coast? My friend, if it's 𝗲𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗵𝗂𝗪 you're after, I have good news for you. There's no need to form such a committee, because
What?
it already exists.
God, of course it does. These moral intern types.
The Comité de responsabilité de Revachol. It acts as a sort of clearinghouse for coalition activities. To put it simply, they are the ultimate arbiters of 𝗲𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗵𝗂.
Yes, this is just the sort of reasonable authority you're looking for.
I would offer to connect you with the committee myself, but alas, I am not actually in Martinez.
What? Where is he then? He's speaking figuratively. He means he's not in Martinez in his official capacity.
Précisément. Officially, I am still in La Delta, preparing for an upcoming conference on fuel oil derivatives. That's why it would be extremely irregular, or potentially even inappropriate for me to intercede with the committee. Yes, you've made your persistence quite clear. Under normal circumstances, I would have to insist you go through the regular channels.
No. You c-
But if you have information of a vital interest, they might be willing to entertain an exception. In which case, I would advise you to contact them via coalition 𝗪𝗪𝗔.
Co?
This is quite the problem. Very tricky. Of course, the Archer has orders to fire on any unidentified aerostatics that might approach it, so it might be safer to get in touch from the ground. But in that case, you would require a radio transmitter capable of broadcasting on coalition frequencies. And that kind of technology naturally isn't typically available for non-coalition use.
A Rudy?
I suppose there might be some way to circuit bend your way onto those frequencies, but you'd have to be one of those techno-tinkerers to do it.
Więc co powinien zrobić?
That, my friend, is your responsibility. I cannot take it from you, nor...
Perhaps your young friends in the tent might be of assistance?
Let me just say that I have complete confidence in the RCM. I'm sure you'll figure something out. Always my pleasure.
Okej, czyli teraz potrzebuję tym ziomkom pomóc. Dobra. Co to jest? Percepcja, ale logika +2, nice. Kurde, coś mi tu łapało, coś.
There's no way the perp is in here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off have failed.
The suspect? God, I hope not. I can't see a way in, though many have tried.
Not this time. The opposition is insurmountable and dangerous. Dangerous too.
Okej. Okej, czy tędy nie da się wejść, nie da się wyjść. Ale jak miałem się dowiedzieć o tym, co jest w kościele? Sprawdź pułapki. O, fuck, jeszcze pułapki. Ciało na promenadzie. Dobra. Sprawdź, kim są straszydła w kościele. Ale jak to sprawdzić? Tędy mogę przejść. Okej. Ten też nie mogę przejść. Pęknięta rura. Mazut. Aha, tutaj byłem. Tu nie mogę pójść. Tymi straszydłami trzeba podziałać. A, z tej strony coś można byłoby otworzyć. Zobaczmy.
A pane of barely holding it. The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Dobra.
Hi again. So, how things
Kim
going?
dokładnie są ci ludzie w kościele?
I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses. Well,
This machinery is of the deeply mystical.
when I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water.
Andre, tell him. Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No, the other one
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are.
felt like silence. Awful silence.
For this man, even regular silence is awful enough.
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we've... Sure, why not?
But not really. Brown hair. Old.
What Noid said.
So brown and older, Ruby might have dyed her hair. though it seems like a stretch at this point.
Like, you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Not human.
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling. Yeah, you know, the way
It was stalking a...
Odd. Crabs are usually marine creatures and not known for climbing walls.
Yeah, totally.
You should ask her.
There probably is no crab man.
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a Well, honestly, I can't. But I am.
This is a below-feeble attempt at avoidance. Basically,
Hey now, don't let all that technology fool you. Where do you think the drugs come from? Sure. What? And? What happened? But you did see the machines, right? And the spooky water basin set up in the ritualistic circle in the middle of the church. I tell you, they're in there. You just have to give it another go. He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music. And, you know, a host. A declaimer of slogans. He's a performer.
interesting, sire. A bit like...
Well, he's just kind of here. I don't really know how to communicate with him. Yeah, sometimes. When I, stumble and find my way into his center, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to...
The man smiles mysteriously, choosing, I get it. He's a puzzle.
Oh yeah, that's a...
If you don't know what the founding...
You know, of Meteo, a country on...
One of the poorest of the...
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗹𝗵𝗁 church. Plus, you're right, they... The 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗹 love is...
Unity.
Unit, make some noise!
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters. Feels good.